Grab your boards. Welcome all surfers to Wavvy's Atlantic Ocean. Surf, 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 baby. You wanna surf on the tidal wavy? Yeah. Twerk, baby. For certain, she moving so perfect. Surf, baby. You wanna surf on the tidal wavy? Twerk, baby. I'm loving the way that you surf it.
All my niggas, they gang bang, and all these niggas do the same thing. Counting money, living insane. Steady mobbing, let my flag hang. Told them I'm ready. I'm throwing them monster like Randy. I know that these niggas can't stand me, but the automatic come in handy.
Yo, you already know it's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me in this Wavy's world. Salute to all the surfers for pulling up. You already know it's another Surfing Nation situation. You feel me? Alright, we about to hit that wave cave. Yo, you already know we in that good old wave cave. Salute to all of you the surfers for pulling up. We about to get right into it. Alright, today on this here YouTubington, we got Wack100, man. Wack, man. I rock with you. I rock with Wack. I rock with everything he do. And if y'all been rocking with me, y'all already know, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You don't do no bias around here. But damn, every time I turn around, him and his exposers be trying to whip up something on everybody. Like, they don't let nobody breathe. You feel me? So, we got Pooh Shiesty, man. Know what I mean? Salute to Pooh, man. You feel me? He just came home. He did about, 3 years, something like that. You feel me? He had got sentenced to 5 of them things and all that. So, I got 2 clips I'm going to play. The first clip is going to be Wack100 speaking to DJ Academics. You know what I'm saying? They're going to talk about Pooh Shiesty and the fact that he may have allegedly did some telling, right? Same story, different person, all right? And I'm gonna keep it real. I knew this was coming anyway because Wack did mention these things way before Pooh Shiesty came home. I remember hearing him talk about it, but it's not something that people was like pondering over, you feel me? But so I knew this was something was going to surface once I saw that Pooh Shiesty had came home. And this a shame, right? But anyway, we got him, and then we got Pooh Shiesty lawyer, who actually gonna respond to Wack. He gonna do a little violating too towards Wack, you know what I mean? But once y'all hear what he gotta say, I'm gonna have my rebuttal at the end. So I'm basically gonna play Wack clip, and then I'm gonna just let it run right into the lawyer's clip, you know what I'm saying, his response to that, all right? And then, you know, I'm gonna get back, and like I was about to say before I just cut my own self off, y'all let me know what y'all think too, for sure, about what the lawyer gotta say, and of course what Wack gotta say, but what the lawyer gotta say, because he called himself defending Pooh Shiesty, but I'm not sure how good of a job he did. So y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. So anyway, we about to go ahead, we're gonna run both of these clips. Then after the clips, we'll be back to this.
We got to get an official certification. I announced it on the gram. We have Pooh Shiesty, who's back home, and he's the only rapper of recent time who came home, never snitched. Is that true or not? The exposers, I heard, they did a whole thing on it. We need to know, what's the deal?
Well, here goes the thing. You know, I had his attorney 11 months ago on my channel.
Really?
Yeah, I sent you the link. You got the link. The disposal was, we had his attorney. But he made some points. We made some points. But the point that he had to clear up, he was supposed to send the paperwork, and he gave me his word he was going to send it, and he never sent it. Now, I will tell you this. I looked at my phone today, and the exposer's been working overtime, and they got all kind of new paperwork.
Wait, what?
And I ain't ready. But the way they talking crazy on this text blast, hold on, Wack, I'm going to send it to you so you see it. I ain't ready. They been working.
Wait.
You think I'm fucking around? Hold on, what? You think I'm fucking around? Bro, I have it. Listen. Bro, I'm finna show you.
What?
Bro, I haven't went over it, and I come tomorrow. They gonna be on my line about it.
Yo, Wack.
Look, I'm finna show. So you be thinking I be capping. I'm finna give it to you in real time screenshots. Where you're gonna see they let me know, hey, we got a motherfucking problem, and they serious. And I'm gonna be look at your text, Act. Look, you reading it. They got the PDFs. I don't even want to open the PDFs.
Yo, Wack.
They done found everybody proverbs.
Wack, please just delete this message thread, man.
Bro,
Pooh Shiesty,
whoever victim 1 and 2 is, listen, bro, hear me out. I did my due diligence and brought his attorney. Is this it? Yeah, here you go. You got it. I sent it to you yesterday. I brought his attorney to my channel for 2 hours. Look, when you go over that, look, you got it. I did that shit 11 months ago, but the attorney was supposed to send us something to clear a part up. He gave me his word, and I knew if he sent it, it was either going to clear it or it was going to show some shit.
So what? You trying to say that big brr ain't solid? What?
The exposure's been at work. I don't know what triggered him, but you look, they bro, look. They sent in the paperwork. You see what they saying?
What?
You gonna read what they saying? They sent in the attachments, PDFs. I haven't had a chance to look at it.
What?
But come tomorrow.
He gotta be solid. He the only nigga who shot a nigga over a pair of Jordans and shot a security guard because he keep his own fire in the club. He came back no telling. Like, we need that. We need that. All right. You know what I learned about Wack? You can't, like, when he started saying shit like this, he wants you to give him the reason to put some shit out. Wack, it's okay. It's okay. Just tell them to deactivate for this one.
What I'm telling you is, I don't know fully what they found. You see that throughout the day, they sending me this shit. But they sending the documents, the PDF, the paperwork, they circling shit, they telling me what they see. You see it, bro. Like, you look, you see it.
Yo, what? These rappers gotta hate you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They hate me too, but they gotta hate you differently, my nigga. Like,
I mean, bro, listen. This ain't even my. I mean, listen. By the end of the day, come tomorrow on the 100 side of Clubhouse. They're gonna pull me in that room, and they're gonna present this shit. Okay, this paperwork is United States of Lontrell Williams Jr. Wherever the fuck that is, maybe that's, I don't know.
You open the PDF?
Oh, I'm open now. This is Jaden DeRosa. You want me to send them to you? I send them to you.
No, I don't send them to you.
These shits is live. And then there's another one with Bobby Brown. And from the footnotes are saying, wait, oh shit, they got even the one with everybody's signature on October 9th, 2020. In Bay Harbor Island, Florida, Williams Jr. Brown, what does this shit say? DeRosa, and other associates arrived at the meeting to acquire marijuana, codeine, and sneakers. During this meeting, members of the group brandished firearms and assaulted victim 1 and 2. Following the assault, the group departed the scene with the victim's marijuana, codeine, and sneakers. Oh, people start talking. This is what they talking about. Okay, yeah, this shit gonna get interesting tomorrow. I ain't seen this word. The footnotes, you gonna read the chapter footnotes?
Wow, I'm not reading. We celebrating Shiesty coming home.
They said all 3 co-defendants proffer and plea deals. They all told on victim 1 and 2. And they said Pooh Shiesty and his 2 co-defendants told on the 2 victims. Ain't no way around it.
Wait,
I ain't read.
How the culprits told on the victims? Like, how that work?
I mean, bro, they got all the paperwork. It must be in these documents. It's I haven't read it. It's just the footnotes they sent it. I ain't read it, but they know not to send me nothing without no paperwork. So the fact that they putting footnotes under the paperwork, whatever they're putting in the footnotes is in the paperwork. That's 99% of the time. That's what it is. I personally haven't read it. Come tomorrow on the 100 side of Clubhouse, they're going to be going over this shit. So, again, I did
What time are y'all going over it? Because I got to hear this shit.
Yeah, we probably gonna do it. We'll probably do it in the 11 o'clock room tomorrow.
All right, let's talk morons. Wack100. I can see where he gets his name because he is Wack. The allegation that Pooh gave up information in his case is so idiotic. Even when he's reading it, DJ Academics is saying what a moron he is. It is next level how stupid he is. Now, if we're saying he's just doing it for clout, if we're saying he's just doing it for views, I would think, okay, that's an excuse, but it really isn't. I really do think he's very stupid. So, long story short is Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams gave up no one, absolutely no one. We never cooperated with the government whatsoever. The paperwork that he's reading is that our defense was that we blamed the alleged victims, that the victims were trying to hold up and rob Pooh and his crew, and that's why the guns came out. The victim said, I don't have a gun, I never owned a gun, and through our investigation and the evidence, we found not only did he own a gun, he had a firearm box in the trunk with ammunition in the trunk. Both of these alleged victims were total liars, totally full of shit, and that's why instead of getting 10 years, the judge gave him under 5 years for a shooting case. Not because of any kind of, he cooperated. He didn't cooperate with shit. What was cooperation was the amazing work of his lawyer, me, along with Sam Zegane. I don't want to forget Sam. See my clock in the back. You know what time it is. I don't want to forget my friend Sam because Sam assisted in the case, but absolutely not one single defendant in that case flipped on anybody because there was no one to flip on. They said Pooh was the shooter. They said one of the other guys was the shooter. None of them flipped on anybody. We all went ahead with it. We took the plea, which I wanted to go to trial. I thought it was a good trial as well, but we took the plea and the judge ended up giving us just under 5 years. And with good behavior and an RDAP program, he got out in about 3 and change. So Wack100, just to recap, Wack100 is a moron. And what he is reading is as stupid as it sounds.
Alright, so y'all heard what Wack had to say. Y'all heard what the lawyer had to say. We're gonna go ahead and get Wack portion out of the way real quick because there ain't really too much to really say about this. This is Wack's MO, you know what I mean? You know, it's like these dudes, that's what they live their life to do. Well, I ain't gonna say live their life to do, but this is a big part of Wack100 and his people's life. Like they like to try to find dirt on everybody, you know what I'm saying? On anybody they can, they gonna try to find some dirt on you. I feel like even if you ain't had a problem with Wack, they probably looking for a son on somebody. You could probably say something on this YouTube that dang like for instance me. I could be saying something right now that niggas don't like, and if it's one of them exposer type dude, they probably gonna still just try to see and probably not even expose whatever they may or come across or may not come across. And I ain't saying I'd be saying about you telling. It's just anything they could find, they're gonna try to expose it. And sometimes they'll hold it until the right time. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy that some people don't got no life. You feel me? But I mean, to each his own, right? So he talking about Wack. You know, he claimed like he didn't see exactly what happened. You know, I mean, what the paperwork supposedly said. You know what I mean? He skimmed through all the different things he had. He was naming all people's names and everything, showing his notes and all of that. But he was saying he did say, well, looking like somebody proffered, you know what I mean, did a proffer agreement and all that. But he still kept saying he ain't look all the way into it, so he don't know exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? Now, do I believe that, knowing how Wack moved? No. I think he might have took at least a peek and he got to adjust to what's going on. He may not know word for word, but he know what's going on because he not going to speak on something. And even if he was the type to try to speak on something without knowing, I believe after that situation with Loose Cannon that had Wack100 on no jumper at one time, looking crazy because he just swore what Loose Cannon said to him about when Break Baby came over his crib or came over to the crib, in the same crib together, blah, just to turn around and call in, then killed that shit, and basically had Wack looking crazy. So I believe if he's the type to learn from his own mistakes, that he definitely made sure he took a nice glance at it. Forget going off the word of the exposures. I believe he took a glance at it, and he knows enough for him to try to push whatever he plan on pushing. Which he has said he gonna go on Clubhouse. I believe that was yesterday that video came out, unless that just was a late drop by Wack or something. But if we going off of yesterday when that day dropped, I mean, sometime today he's supposed to be I guess going through the paperwork that he had in full, right? So that's that. Like I said, it's the regular Wack MO. Is nothing new to none of us. We all know how Wack give it up. You feel me? Like I said, I rock with Wack. You know what I mean? I don't go with the public opinion or everybody hate Wack. I ain't about to do all that. I don't even know son enough to even hate him. I don't like everything he do, but I rock with him overall. You know what I'm saying? Like the business moves, all of that. You feel me? Now, I ain't got no real issue with son, but this right here is crazy. You know what I mean? All right. So that was that. So now we're gonna get to Pooh Shiesty's lawyer. So, according to Pooh Shiesty lawyer, right, because he obviously took offense to what Wack was saying and everything, and he started, saying like, yeah, Wack talking about something, he cooperating, nobody cooperated, none of the defendants cooperated and everything, you know what I mean? He was saying Pooh Shiesty got sentenced to 5 years. He came home early due to the what's called the R. Wait, I wrote it down over here. I want to make sure the RDAT. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The RDAT. He did the RDAT program and good behavior. Got him off early, you feel me? So boom. In the midst of saying this, he goes to say, because Wack did say something about, I believe Wack did say in that clip too, something about he supposedly they saying the other guy had the gun and blah blah blah. I believe Wack did say that. But anyway, the lawyer reiterated it. You know what I'm saying? So when he reiterated, basically saying like, nah, we ain't nobody told, but a part of the defense was to say the victims, they had a freaking weapon. So basically because they had a weapon and they try to rob them, talking about Pooh Shiesty and his people, that's what caused Pooh Shiesty to have to defend his so he the victim try to lie and say he didn't have a gun. Then I guess through their investigation they found he had a gun box and everything with a gun in it or something along the lines of that. Basically they ended up finding out he did have a gun. All right. So when he said that, I'm like, wait, hold up. You basically saying what Wack is saying. At least that's what I gathered from it. Like you basically saying like Wack was saying, and then you said because of that defense is the reason why Pooh Shiesty got 5 years instead of 10. So, but he went back to make it seem like, so it was my excellent defense, like his defense that he put together, which according to what he said, the defense you put together was for you, yeah, Pooh Shiesty ain't tell on him or say out of his own mouth, but we know that the lawyer consoles with the with their client. You feel me? Like they sit down, they talk. It's really no surprises. Every once in a while you hear about a lawyer doing something that they didn't want, either that defendant didn't want to happen, or something that they ain't even talk about. Like a lawyer just go up there and just wing it. You feel me? It's rare you hear that. Most of the time it's some discussion before the lawyer go up and say what he's gonna say. So this is a high chance Pooh Shiesty knew that his lawyer was gonna go with the defense, basically saying they had a gun. That's why I did it. They try to rob me and blah blah blah. So that is kind of on the lines of what I feel like Wack is trying to imply, that y'all basically try to put the point a finger at the other dudes, at the victims. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Pooh Shiesty was able to get the type of time he had got. You feel me? So that's why I'm like, the lawyer, and it's crazy, right? Like you his defense attorney, you try to just defend him just now, and maybe the defense in the court of law worked out well. You feel me? Y'all play because he ain't get a decade, he got a half a decade, and he even had to do that half a decade. You feel me? So it worked there, but I ain't gonna lie. Right now, he should have saved it. I would have never said that, me personally. I would have never mentioned anything about that. Being that lawyer, you feel me? Because he obviously let his emotion just get him out of pocket and jump on Instagram, you feel me? Because that's not real professional, like, you know what I'm saying? And calling Wack100 out of his name, blah, 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 you feel me? And they had like a back and forth a while ago too, which I believe Wack100 mentioned it. And I remember when that back and forth happened a while ago, I wasn't doing YouTube, of course. I wasn't even nowhere near starting to use YouTube back when this happened. But I remember that. So I don't know, man, but it's just crazy. Like every time somebody come home, it's like nowadays, immediately it's something being exposed. Like niggas can't even come home and get a chance to get comfortable and enjoy their time or being free. You feel me? And my thing is this, right? If somebody guaranteed told and you know they for sure told you got black and white and it's official black and white, nothing that's doctored up and everything, hey man, I ain't got no sympathy for when a nigga expose them. You feel me? But when you just put it out there, you ain't even like put the paperwork out. You throw the little fishing line out and you try to get people hooked on the freaking story, and then that person either drop the paperwork or it turns around and it wasn't even really like nothing that was certified stamped that this person told. Now I mean, once it get broken down and start being like, all right, now you could probably question that when it comes to some of these cases. You know what I mean? So my thing is, you're gonna put something on somebody, you should have all of that. You know what I mean? All of it. You know what I mean? Like, but at the end of the day, a lot of these dudes do things for views. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't just Wack. There's a lot of these niggas out here try to throw little fishing lines out just to see how many views they could catch. No matter how much drama it might bring to them, they don't be caring. They just care about that click through rate and everything. You feel me? So hey, to each his own. Like I said, I'm the type, I'm just going to cover what's already exposed, but ain't no exposure coming from me. And y'all can mark my word. I don't care how lit I get. I'm not going to forget my morals and principles and just the way I operate. You know what I'm saying? Wait, whatever the next nigga do, or as they say, whatever the next person eat, don't make me shit. You feel me? I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just going to keep doing what I do, and hey, whatever other people do, that's on them. At the end of the day, I suggest you stay sucker free. But hey, as long as you prepare for whatever may or may not come with whatever you're doing, hey, to each his own. You feel me? Hey, anyway, you already know though. It's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me in this Wavy's world. Salute to all of you, the surfers, for pulling up. You know, I appreciate it every single time. And of course, I appreciate if y'all hit that like, know what I'm saying? Hit that comment section and hit that sub. Holla at the blood. Join the Surfing Nation. We always waiting. And you already know, I'm gonna y'all to hit that notification bell. So when I drop something, it's gonna yell. And of course, you already know, it's last but not least, always look both ways before you cross that street, because you might get hit.
But if the boy tall slick, I'ma blaze some.